Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. Today we're going to be talking about Kingdom Hearts 3 and what I think of the game so far. I just recently hit Platinum on the PS4 with it, so I've got all the trophies, the Ultimate Weapon. Whew, it was a long road, big journey, but in the end, well worth it. So what I wanted to talk about was what I thought of the game. I could have made a video a lot earlier about Kingdom Hearts 3, especially when it first released, but I wanted to make sure I saw all there was to offer with Kingdom Hearts 3 before I gave my opinion. So Kingdom Hearts 3 for me really knocked it out of the park. It was really big game. It had awesome gameplay, everything was smooth, the controls were great, the voice acting was on par, and the story, well, we'll come back to that. Now as I dug deeper into the game, completing world after world, I noticed something was missing that initially got me into the series. Where in the hell are all the Final Fantasy characters? I can't tell you how hyped I was about getting a trophy for defeating Sephiroth in the Coliseum again. I mean, I was really looking forward to this. I was looking forward to seeing Cloud again, Sephiroth, and maybe Tifa, and obviously Leon. But as time went on, I got a little bit more worried. See, after I traveled to a couple worlds, I kind of figured maybe they'd show up by now. And I didn't want to Google anything about when they would show up because I didn't want any spoilers, so I kept hanging on for hope. I just knew inside that, yeah, they're going to pop up eventually. I mean, there's more than just a damn Moogle that's going to be in this game. This is Kingdom Hearts. We're going to see some more Square Enix characters. I thought to myself, they can't have a Kingdom Hearts without Final Fantasy characters in it. It wouldn't be Kingdom Hearts. Now, eventually, after visiting a few more worlds, I figured out there is no Final Fantasy characters in this game. There's not even Links. I mean, they have Links for Ariel and I think it's Lion King and Stitch. You know, they had those guys as links, and we didn't even have Final Fantasy characters to back us up in battles. There's Attraction Rides, which are great, but I mean, it's solely Disney and Pixar characters. What gives? But let's face it, if they were just Link characters involved in this game, I would have still complained that they didn't have any kind of part with the story. But they don't mention them, they don't include them at all, and it's really, really disappointing and turned me off big time to this game individually. Now I know you could say, well, they just didn't have time to fit them all into this because there's so much to the story and the lore and all this, and I think that's total BS. We could have done without Herc and his world, you know. We've been there 2 times before already. Sure, the Coliseum was awesome with doing the battles with Sephiroth and Cloud, but they didn't even include the Coliseum battles anymore. They got rid of it, and they have battle gates now, which I think is neat, but still not the Coliseum. So they could have taken some of these worlds and balanced it out a little bit. Take away the Herc world and I don't know, Monsters Inc. or something like that. I mean, it was cool, it was alright, but I feel like they should have balanced it out a little bit more. Maybe have us go to Midgar, Final Fantasy VII's world, or maybe even Balam Garden, something like that, just to mix it up and balance it out for us a little bit. It was strictly all Pixar and Disney, and that frustrates me a little bit. Because, like I said, that's what got me into this series in the first place, was Final Fantasy characters into this new game, mixed with Disney characters. It's different. Now, as soon as I found out there was no Final Fantasy characters in the game besides a damn Moogle, I kind of slowed down on it. I didn't really play it as often. I was moving on to other games. I think Ace Combat 7 came out for VR, and I was playing with that. It's very unusual once a new Final Fantasy game comes out, or Square Enix games comes out. I usually play it hardcore until I finish it. And with Kingdom Hearts 3, I did not do that. I kind of slowed down. I took a couple months break from it, actually, and came back to it later on just to get those trophies and 100% it. Now, because there's no Final Fantasy characters, that doesn't make this a bad game, but like I said, it was just a disappointment. I'm a big Final Fantasy fan. I still enjoyed the game. It was a great game, good story, but yeah, let's talk more about that story. So the story itself is a good story, or initially it was a good story. I kind of feel like I'm watching the series Lost again, the TV series. I don't know if you've seen it, but basically, it's like the writers of this game just kept writing and writing and writing and didn't know when to stop. They kind of dug themselves into a pit and they can't dig themselves back out because they've just written so much crap to it that just doesn't make sense. You've got the nobodies and these duplicates, and it's very mind-boggling, and it all came from these prequels and these in-between games. I seriously think we could have done without all those mobile games because it just confused the heck out of all of us. And I'm a huge Kingdom Hearts fan, so to say that I'm confused, that's saying something. Heck, before Kingdom Hearts 3 came out, I had to watch like an hour-long YouTube video explaining the lore to me, and after that, I was still really confused. So the most I can say about Kingdom Hearts and the story is that you kind of gotta take a step back from it and just not worry about it so much. Just focus on having fun. Now, a lot of people may be complaining that Kingdom Hearts 3 is extremely easy, which sure it is if you play it on beginner's mode, on easy mode, like most games are, but I think that's really because of the comparison to the previous game. So Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 are a little bit more difficult, especially Kingdom Hearts 1. The difficulty on that is very noticeable in comparison to number 2. Number 2 was a whole lot easier, and then number 3 came out, and it's way easy. And I think the reason for that is that it being so easy is because a lot of us are older now, we've got jobs, we've got kids, we don't have a whole lot of time to play games and grind for hours on end. So some of us might just want to get through the story and just have fun with it. And so there's this easy mode and just kind of flow right on through it. You don't die at all, really. I think I died once on the easy mode, and the only reason I played the easy mode was so that I could knock out all the trophies as fast as I could. Now if I want to go back and replay it on a harder mode for more difficulty, I have that option. So because we don't have a whole lot of time on our hands, we have these games set for easy mode that we can kind of fly right through and move on to the next game, because there's so many great games out right now that it's hard to spend too much time on one game. Like I said, I was playing Kingdom Hearts 3, I think Ace Combat 7 came out, and I had to jump on that for a little while, and there's just so many different games coming out at one time that it's hard to balance them. So the game as a whole was really good for me. I really enjoyed it, and I think everyone will enjoy it. It did have its frustrating moments, such as the damn dancing game in Kingdom of Corona. I think that's the only part that really made me rage. Maybe some other mini games, but I had to get through it just to get the trophies, and man, that was a pain. So they did mention DLC is on the way. Hopefully they'll add some Final Fantasy characters in there with that, but I feel like that should have been an integral part, should have been a main part of the story, and I'm still so sad about that. But I look forward to it. I look forward to Kingdom Hearts 4. Hopefully they don't add a bunch of mobile games to confuse us even further. And yeah, we'll just keep chasing Kairi, I guess. Alright guys, so let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about Kingdom Hearts 3 and the missing Final Fantasy characters. And if you enjoyed the game and if you're looking forward to more. Alright guys, I'll catch you next time.